Hello everyone, now we are going to discuss the next topic, that is different angles of game. What is the meaning of different angles of the game? See, we have seen that the follower having the reciprocating motion and the game having the rotating motion. So as the follower rises or return to its initial positions, there will be angles made by the game. Okay, so we have classified the different angles of the game. That means the first one we will consider outstroke angle. It is also known as the angle of ascent. Okay, so first one I'm going to consider, that is outstroke angle. Outstroke angle. Basically, it is also known as angle of ascent. Angle of ascent. This is angle of ascent. Okay, what is the meaning of that? That means this is the angle of the cam rotation. This is the angle of cam rotation. It is the angle of cam rotation in which it is the angle of cam rotation in which follower rises. Okay, so if you consider the cam follower mechanisms, you can see here that if this is our cam and this is the follower and this is the support, or you can say guides. So as the cam rotation is there, for example certain angles is rotated by the cam, so it is just because the follower rises up. Okay, it may be the upward movement or the downward movement, but I'm talking about the follower upward movement. That means you can say that when the follower rises, the angles turned by the cam is considered as the outstroke angle or angle of s. Is it clear? Second one we will consider, second one, it is return stroke. Now its name says return stroke means what? Return stroke. Return stroke, it is also known as the angle of descent. This is angle of descent. Now you are able to understand what it means. It is represented by theta O, outstroke angle, and it is represented by theta R, theta return stroke. Okay, so it means that the angle of cam rotation, this is the angle of cam rotation in which it is the angle of cam rotation in which follower returns. Okay, follower returns, and it is represented by theta r. Okay, so angle covered by the cam when the follower returns to its initial position. This second last one, this is angle of dual. Angle of dual. See, either follower rises or follower return. The third one position of the follower is that when the follower remains stationary. Okay, so this is the angle of rotation. This is the angle of cam rotation. This is the angle of cam rotation. Angle of cam rotation in which follower remain stationary. Remain stationary. Is it clear to everyone? So when the follower remains stationary, the angle covered by the cam is known as the angle of dual. And the last one we will consider angle of action. The last one is angle of action. This is the total angle, basically angle of action, and it is represented by theta a. Okay, so it is the angle of the cam rotation from the beginning of rise. Angle of cam rotation It is the angle of cam rotation from beginning of beginning of rise beginning of rise of the follower, okay, to the end of return stroke, to the end of return stroke, to the end of return stroke of follower. The total angle covered by the cam when it is when from the beginning of rise of the follower to the end of the return stroke of the follower, and it is represented by theta. Is it clear? So this was the different angles of the game. So I hope you will understand this. Okay. So thank you.